Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on March the 25th, 2021. Nike criticized in China for political statements. Anger with Nike Inc. erupted on Chinese social media late Wednesday after China residents noticed the sporting goods giant's statement that it was concerned about reports of forced labor in Xinjiang and that it was not using cotton from the region. Topics related to Nike's statement were among the highest on Thursday on China's Twitter-like social media Weibo, and there were broader negative repercussions on social media. A growing number of foreign retail brands were criticized by social media in China on Thursday following Beijing's propaganda offensive against H&M in the wake of a previous statement from the Swedish company in which it was also deeply concerned about reports of forced labor allegations in Xinjiang. The deteriorating relationship between the US and China has seen a decline in social media in recent years. On Thursday, Nike shares fell 1.73% to $130.70. Mastercard fights UK class action return. A specialized London court this week will reconsider filing a historic £14 billion, $19 billion class action against Mastercard, which, if successful, could give adults in Britain £300 each. Former financial ombudsman Walter Merricks, who alleged that Mastercard has overcharged more than 46 million people in Britain for nearly 16 years, hopes that the Competition Appeal Tribunal will uphold the case after the UK Supreme Court dismissed objections to its review in December. A two-day court hearing will begin Thursday to determine the fate of Britain's first mass consumer lawsuit and clarify the rules of several other competition class actions that have stalled in this review. Mastercard says no claims should be made that people have gained valuable benefits from its payment technology. Global stocks jumped due to China's tech challenges. Asian stocks rebounded between gains and losses Thursday as Chinese tech stocks sold off on fears of delisting from U.S. exchanges and fears of a semiconductor shortage spooked some investors. The broadest index of MSCI stocks in the Asia-Pacific region outside Japan fell 0.07%. The index is close to wiping out all of this year's gains. Alibaba Group Holding Ltd, Xiaomi Corp, and Tencent Holdings Ltd traded lower. Shares in China were up 0.28%. Meanwhile, Japanese stock rose 1.33%, U.S. stock futures rose 0.28%, and Euro Stoxx 50 futures fell 0.21%. The U.S. securities regulator is introducing measures that would trigger foreign companies to leave U.S. stock exchanges if they don't meet U.S. auditing standards and require them to disclose any government entities, measures that are expected to resonate strongly with Chinese companies. Oil falls as demand concerns weigh on markets. Oil prices fell more than 1.5% Thursday after a jump the day before as new lockdowns due to the coronavirus revived concerns about demand for oil products. OPEC and other producers had hoped to ease restrictions on oil production after a steady rise in oil prices earlier this year, but the industry sources say a new wave of lockdowns around the world could derail those plans. Brent crude futures were down 1.65% to $63.35 a barrel, and WTI crude was down 1.96% to $59.98 a barrel. On Wednesday, the price of Brent rose by 6% and WTI by 5.9%, following the news that a container ship ran aground in the Suez Canal. Because of this situation, the canal, which among other things transports oil, was blocked. Dozens of ships are currently waiting through the Suez Canal, and this number is gradually increasing.